Hey everybody, this is Center Baby. It's July 7th for about another 15 seconds, 2019. This is Stand Radio. I'm only making this recording right now because I'm just going to break it down to you. I feel like one of our subs has definitely been hit by a Russian sub, and I feel like that's what everybody needs to be aware of, whether our government wants to tell us or not, because there is some big shit coming, people. It is time to double check your gear. It is time to pack up your stuff. It is time to pull the money from the bank accounts. It's also time for me to turn this television in the background down, so hold on. Alright, so my TV's down, and I'm just going to say that it is 2 minutes into the 8th of July now, 2019. So, I know it's late. I'm probably still going to go ahead and post this. I'm pretty wiped out. Been trying to keep up with everything, so I don't even have the words right now to get across the very serious level of severity that I'm talking about here when it comes to the state of not just this nation, but this freaking whole world, for that matter. You know, it's like we all need to stop and think about things real seriously, and everybody needs to really, whether they want to or not, dig deep, because it's time. Figure out, do you have anything that you can dig deep for besides, yourself in this world? Because now, more than ever, I feel like, I've been watching this stuff for a long time, and a lot of us have, and while the rest of the world told us all how stupid we were and how dumb our tinfoil hats looked like, well, guess what? Y'all aren't saying shit now, are you? Other than what? Yeah, you've either taken off, or, maybe you met some more people that are, just out of the loop, or don't give a shit, or, stuck in their, PlayStations, or hell, I don't even know. I don't even know how people miss the things that are going on, unless they're in, on a payroll and being paid to miss those things. Look around, people, because if we don't do what needs to be done, really, this country and our way of life is going to die on our watch. Do you really want to be responsible for that? Do you really want to know that when we had the time, plenty of time, okay? They're just now coming out saying, that Epstein got arrested. Okay, well, damn, guys. Over 2 years ago, I made a video on YouTube, and it's telling everybody exactly what happened. The evidence was there. The people that are ignoring the stuff that's going on obviously have a death wish. If you're a parent, it's time to do something. If you have any respect for the air that you breathe, I don't even care if it's dirty air. If you like your lungs in working order, you know what I'm saying? If you like your body to be alive, I don't have the right words right now, you guys. I just don't. The level of this is just freaking crazy. Look, I've been looking at this shit for 10 years almost and paying pretty damn close attention, and the people that have helped me keep up with this, they're on it full time pretty much too. And, we might step back like anybody would, and you have to regroup sometimes and go back at it. But there are a lot of people here in this country that have done so far their duty as an American citizen by paying attention and watching. There is nothing more dangerous in the world, in my opinion, than a stupid person. You know, somebody can be dangerous all they want, but if they're stupid, man, that'll get you killed. Ask yourself this: how do you feel about guillotines? Right? How do you feel about that? How do you feel when you think about the fact that while you voted in, some of you voted in Obama, how do you feel about, this? You can look in Obamacare and you can see where they put an ICD code in there for the beheadings of people. Okay, you guys? I mean, hell, the guy that tried to make Gray State, which was a movie that shows all this going down, right down to the Freemasons that are putting us on the guillotine. They killed him. There's a reason for that. How do you feel about a guillotine that actually, they're smart guillotines, people. And for those of you that might be listening that aren't sure exactly what a guillotine is, it's when, people sometimes will mispronunciate and call it a guillotine, or either way, it's what chops your head off. It's what takes your freaking life away from you so fast. It's what will cause you to actually have that moment when you realize, because you're still cognitively, your brain is still alive briefly. You still are aware. Come on, think about this, people. I can't even hardly talk when I think about it. It's bad enough knowing that your life is about to be taken. And I don't know about anybody else, but I know this. If it's going to be taken, it ain't going to be taken not nicely. I will not line up and walk to my death. If I do, I guarantee you something's going to happen there before it happens. If I've got a shot at it, I'm taking it. And anybody else that gives a shit should too. And if we team up, there's strength in numbers. But hell, how bad do you think it feels to know that? And then to actually have that that realization that you are now just a head and your body is way over there. I can remember when I was 16 and I wrecked my car into a judge, okay, on my day off. I took a day off of school, skipping school. I remember how badly that felt when in the pit of my stomach, my stomach dropped. That, oh shit moment. Right before I hit and knew that I wrecked. And I don't think that will come anywhere near close to you. Come on now. How bad do you think that is? And how bad do you think it is while you're noticing I am just a headless, I'm gone. That was it. I blew my shot. Think about that for a minute. And then all of a sudden you look across and there's your kids, because they're in freaking line. Think about this shit, people. Really, though. There's no going back on so much. And that's just one thing, you guys. Then you've got, then you've got this man-made virus. I'm calling it like I see it. And that would be the Ebola. And that's not even all. You got that dengue fever that's kicking in and killing people. You've got this flesh-eating bacteria. You've got Department of Homeland Security people that are blowing the whistle saying, yeah, we are letting these sick people in and we are not checking them for diseases. Come on, you guys. We're talking about deadly diseases. We're talking about, 2,200 people get it, maybe 1,600 of them die. How lucky are you? Not to mention, hospitals are closing. Things like that are closing. I've never seen things in a state that they're in. Government is right now, the higher ups, they're on a week-long vacation. Guys, it's to go to their bunker. Their bunkers, This is the deep state being taken down, and they aren't going to be doing it easily. They're going to spend every penny they have if they know that they're going to end up on look, if you were loaded, if you had $1 billion at your disposal, or even 1,000,000, 500,000, I mean any amount of decent money, and you knew that you could spend it and give yourself a shot at taking off, or just wiping out those who were trying to take you down, wouldn't you take that shot if you knew that the other potentially is you're going to be in Gitmo behind bars, or a military tribunal where your life will be taken? I mean, think about this, you guys. I mean, we can play all this back and forth, left, right shit. It's shit, because we're all people. And you know what? I don't even care anymore, man. And I haven't for a long time. The parties are the problem, some of it. You want to call yourself a Democrat? Fine. You want to call yourself a Republican? Fine. I, am an American. But above all, I'm a human being. I don't give a shit. Take the location aside. I'm a human being. And I got a God-given right. So any of those politicians feel like they want to go one-on-one with God and try to, that's on them. That's on them. I think the time is pretty damn close where they're going to get that shot. That church that burned not that long back, I can't even think right now because I'm pretty tired, but the one that, that, they kind of kept hushed on, everybody on YouTube that I subscribed to, we were, all kind of talking about it, and, this guy, Marfugal News, he says, I wonder why they're being so weird about it. Well, I'll tell you why. We figured out why. It was because Nostradamus, in one of his quatrains predicted that, and in that same quatrain, which for those that don't realize, that's just basically 4 lines of a poem, okay? Whatever, he writes in lines of 4, but in that same one, it was World War III. I mean, I don't care if you go to school or if you've never seen a school, most people know exactly who I'm talking about when they hear that name of Nostradamus. Go one further. That church held the Christ, or the thorns that were on Christ's head, according to, I would call it very reliable information. How many secrets do these people have from us? Who the hell are they really? And, besides that, all the political stuff aside, all this, take every bit of that away. And it boils down to, we're all humans. We've got the same God-given rights. And you know what? Survival of the fittest, bitches. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole lot deeper. And people, I don't even have the ability anymore, nor do I feel like I need to waste my breath saying, open your eyes, No. If you still haven't caught on, and maybe you don't have maybe there's a reason for that, I get it. Life is fast. People are busy trying to live. That's the way they like it. Keeps us uninformed, Throws us off. While they're doing what I would just call pandering, all of us, and trying to see what it is we want to hear so they can tell us the bullshit that we need to hear. I'm just saying this. I'm not going to sit here and say that to people anymore. If you haven't got a clue by now, and you should have a clue by now, and you're aware of it, but you're just one of these people fighting against it, I don't care if you're on a payroll for the other side or not. I really just don't give a shit. I got nothing for you. I got no room for you. No time for you. You can, I'm telling you. And there are a lot of people that feel exactly like I do. And I'm telling you, it's not even a choice when your adrenaline kicks in. Because we're all animals, and it's going to get real primal, I promise you, because I know I will. And I know that the people I know, they're probably going to be the same exact way and then some. It's not going to matter if you're a woman. It's maybe not even going to matter if you're a child to some people. When my kid needs to eat, or when somebody I love needs something, it's do or die. So we're going to be fighting. We're going to be doing more than fighting. We're going to be fighting for our lives over the stupidest things, you guys. But they're not going to be stupid then, here real soon. Any freaking day. They're going to be necessary.